I'm Sergeant Ono. I'm out here testing DC Camo Nets today, the see-through shoot-through system. I mean, I've already shot off camera before I've decided to set this up. I've already shot maybe a few hundred rounds through this net already between these two sections, and there is barely any damage that you really have to look through or for damage out here. As you can see with the backdrop, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see through everything that you need to see, especially when looking through a scope. And we're going to set up a target real quick. Let's gear up, shoot up. Before we start shooting, I wanted to talk to you about this net a little bit. I had to reset up so we could set up a new target. As you can see, there's no holes in it, so to show you guys that I'm not shooting blanks. This is going to be a real live test to show you how well this system works. A lot of people are like, how does this work? Well, as you can see, the way the net is woven together, it's multiple layers. And then it's got a screen on front. And obviously this is a woodland camo, so it kind of stands out. But if you get it in a tree line, obviously in the desert, we don't have a tree line. So we got to work with what we got. And obviously this could be improved a lot better. But this just took me 30 seconds to set up. I mean, all you really do is take it out, stab it back into the ground. Now those poles are strong. You can tap them down into the ground. Obviously, some terrain is a little bit harder. But this is just what God gave us right now. But if you get it in the tree line, there's not going to be any sun shining through it. There's going to be nothing but shade, and obviously you're going to be camoed up, and it's going to be a lot harder for the creatures to see you. I've heard stories where guys set up this net right around their four-wheeler turkey hunting, and they didn't even have to get off their four-wheeler. They just took it out of the bag, stabbed it in the ground, and waited. Called the turkey in and shot it. So let's get to it. I'm going to start out small. Again, as you can see, there's nothing wrong with that target. Brand new. We're going to start out with something small, a little 9mm. Camera set up. Try to see the target and me shooting through it at the same time. Alright. What I got here is an XDM 9mm. I got roughly 20 rounds in it. I think it's 19 round magazine, so let's go ahead and have fun. All rounds. Now you notice I'm not cutting the footage. I want to show you what this does to the net. It does absolutely nothing. It just goes right through it. Yeah, you've seen a little bit of movement, but obviously that round's moving at a few hundred feet per second. Look at that. I mean, you really have to look for a hole. And as you can see, obviously my grouping's horrible. I just shot. But as you can see, those were real bullets. Now, to me, as a cavalry scout, reconnaissance camouflage is the key. And with this system, being no holes, I mean, you don't have to reveal your position. You can sit back far enough where your muzzle flash is hidden. And I just emptied 20 rounds before that deer, turkey, or in my case, infidel, even noticed I was there. Okay, now that we've seen what a 9mm does, let's move up to a 223, 5.56 AR pistol. Let's see what we can't do. full 30 round magazine, just emptied. Look at that net. That net barely even moved. That's insane. I mean, look at that. You really have to look for these holes. Oh, I do see one. Maybe a few more. That looks like a few more. But that was 30 rounds. And I don't see nowhere 30 rounds worth of damage to it. Let's look at that target. Yeah. Obviously I shot her. Look at that net. 0 damage. Let's move up to a 308 7.62 round. For our next target, we're moving up to the 308 round 7.62. I don't know if you can see very well on that camera right now, but a few hundred meters away I set up a target. Now I don't have a deer or any other animal that we could simulate with, so I'm going to set up one of my scenarios. Right now I got a guy setting up an HME on the side of a road, setting up an ambush for a patrol coming by. So we set up our little hasty OP real quick, and we're over watching this guy right now. Let's see what we can do. Set up the camera real quick. I know you can't see the target in the camera. It's gonna be kind of hard, but I guarantee you my rifle will. Again, 308 7.62. Show you the rounds. We're gonna fire a 3-round burst. We'll see what kind of accuracy. As I was told, well, there's got to be some type of bullet deflection or impediment on it. There isn't. I'm telling you right now. Let's kill us some bad guys. So I'm just going to go straight for the headshot. 3-round burst. Now, I don't have my scar out here, so you gotta bear with me. But it'd be perfect for you hunters with your bolt action rifles. I'm going to place that on safe. Now you see the net did move, but it only moved because of the gas from the barrel. You can tell there's no holes. Again, 7.62, 308. There's nothing. I mean, you really have to look for them. Alright, now we're down here by the target. I know I didn't want to walk all the way down here with non-stop filming, so you have to take my word on it. But if you, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's hard for me to even see. About little roughly 200 meters down the road, on the right side, is the net. And here's our target. Look at that grouping. It just happened to be down the middle. It could have been over here. I haven't worked with the scope much. We were just looking for grouping. That is insane. That see-through, shoot-through with that kind of grouping. You would think that net would throw that round off. At least a 1/4 inch. At least open up the group a little. No, not even. That is ridiculous.